All right, y'all, welcome on back. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've been taking care of yourself because remember, you're worth it. Today we're going to be playing Stash, a card looter. Embark on a unique drafting adventure with an endless array of randomized cards inspired by classical ARPG loot. Transform your one-of-a-kind loot into powerful battle tactics. Take on enemy squads drafted by real players in a post-human world teeming with beastly conflicts. This is a strategy auto-battler roguelite by WheeGaming. Now, full disclosure, WheeGaming did reach out to me and asked me to do this video, and they provided a free Steam key for that, so just to let you know that. But it is not going to color this preview. I promise you that. So, when you start up the game, this is what you're going to see. Now, this is a card battler, so you have to choose what deck you're going to start with. So these are our three options. What we can do is we can hover over them to see what kind of cards we're starting. And we'll start with 2 of each one of these cards. All right, so you're going to have 4 cards total. So first, we have the Meerkat, which is pretty cool. They revive allies as skeletons. They're like a necromancer. Now, you can see below the image of the Meerkat, it has a heart for hit points and a laurel for VP points. And you see there's a range. Okay, that's because every card is randomized. That's right, so no 2 decks will ever be the same. So, when this character comes on board, it's going to have 16 to 43 hit points. That is a huge spread, so you have to keep that in mind. It'll also be worth 1 to 4 victory points, and we'll go over victory points later. And then it comes with the hammer. Now, this can only attack in the front row, as it says below the image. And we'll go over what that means later when we get into a fight. This hammer does 1 to 24 damage. Again, big range. The attack speed is 2.1 to 3.5. And we'll go over that in a little bit. It has a chance to stun the target, preventing them from acting for 1 turn. So now we have the Armadillo. Shares his energy and defends his partner, which is pretty cool. And they come with a shield. Allows spell casting for 1 extra turn after the wielder is defeated. And this Tarj is special because other shields, I'm not sure, have that ability. It's pretty cool. Now it says no attack, and it just reduces damage taken. So this guy is tanky. All right, so in our other deck, we have a Hyena. Gives allies of this faction more crit chance. We'll go over factions a little bit later. The Spear, when you attack with it, also damages the enemy's backline partner, but you must be in the front row to use the Spear. Again, we'll go over all of that. We have the Turtle. Shares his energy and heals the pack. Then we have the Saber. Strikes make the target more vulnerable to elemental damage. If you're doing an elemental deck, this might be a decent choice. The Gorilla creates victory points for himself. And then the Staff is a ranged, so it always targets the back row on the enemy's squad. It increases elemental damage from spells. Another thing might be good for a elemental deck. You have the Eagle, deals elemental damage to the opposing lane, and this shield increases nearby allies' attack speed. This might be an interesting combo. I'm also interested in this. I think I'm going to go with this middle one. Oh, this is juicy as well because it's super tanky, and I like the Meerkats quite a bit because it gives your allies a second chance, but this is a lot of healing. You know what? Let's go for the Hyena and the Turtle. Now, these cards have a lot of information. This is the attack power. All right, it does 4 physical damage. Okay. This Hyena has 18 health. The Spear that they have does 4 pierce physical damage. And all Fang cards gain plus 4% crit chance. Now, if you have other Fang cards, you're going to gain this bonus, and we'll go over what Fang cards are. And then, in order to trigger this plus 4 crit damage, you're going to have to accumulate 5 energy. So you get energy as you attack the opposing characters, the opposing player. Now, we're going to create one more card. So this turtle has 2 victory points, 25 health, and Link on death heals all allies for 8. And then it's going to come with the saber. Now, you saw that we had to drag that character onto that forge, but we also need to drag a weapon. So that allows for some customization, some player choice. Now we're going to forge the hero, and it's going to randomize how much damage we do. All right, so we're doing 4 damage with this character. So we have these 4 cards in our squad, and we can have up to 8 cards. This is a roguelite, okay? We're going to be doing a run. A run is over in 7 lives. Once we die 7 times, that's it. We could also surrender, and that'll be the end of the run. So let's go in and start fighting. We click on this portal. And boom. So it'll be drill mice versus us. Drill mice are the punching bags. They are the target dummies. All right, they're for us to practice so that we can get used to what our cards do or see what they do and build our deck. We're going to go and fight them twice, and that's going to open up these other 2 lanes on the left and right of our squad. Now, I did say lanes. This is a lane battler. This lane is going against these 2 cards. So these 2 cards in our squad are going against these 2 cards. These 2 cards in our squad are going up against these 2 cards, right? Now we have 6 victory points here. The drill mice have 7 victory points here. These victory points, think of them as our squad's health pool. When our victory points get to 0, we lose. Or if we go 8 rounds, whomever has the lower victory points loses. If we tie, the player wins. Okay, we can switch this around. I think I'm going to put the 2 purple guys next to each other just because there may be some synergy there. Maybe not. We'll see. I think there is because these are of the same faction. You can see that they have that same little crit icon, right? Because if we choose this hyena, it just has the crit icon for itself because it's of a different faction. All right, so all we do is hit start because it is an auto battler. Boom. There it goes. You can see these purple fills happening. That's a very good indicator of that card's health. All right, so our card died, our front row hyena, so this card moves up to the front row. Generally, front row cards attack front row cards, except the spear can attack back row cards as well. Now, you notice we didn't lose our cards. Even though we had it like this, this card did die, but we still have it. It just died in the battle, so it's still part of our squad. Now, after you lose or win a fight, you get to select cards. Here's the thing. This is a push your luck. You cannot scroll through this. All you can do, or the most you can do, is look behind the card that's in front. You can also kind of see the symbols. So this is a defense card. We have another defense card that actually has a speed value here and a reduction of damage. And here we have a weapon card and another weapon card. And then we have something shiny back here We don't know what that is. Something else that could be in this row of cards is a God card. A really, really powerful card. It's the most powerful cards in the game. What's our percent chance of a God card being in the back row? 0%. So we don't need to worry about that. This push icon will push the front card back all the way to the end of the line. The silver is how much we have to spend. Each card is 1 silver. We may also get gold. What's the difference between silver and gold? Silver does not carry over. If you don't spend silver now, it's gone. Gold will carry over between games. Okay. So gold's very good. So we need to pick up some characters. So now we have an armor card, but I really want to expand my character and weapons. So I'm going to discard this armor card. I could take this and apply it to a frontline character. What do we have behind us? We have an bow. That's more damage. Battlecry. Neighboring allies attack 13% faster. That's nice. When a hero in this role crits, deal 1 curse damage to its target. I'm going to discard that one, and I'm going to buy this one. I could have bought the other one. I probably should have, but maybe not. All right, so this is a relic card. Relics go down here. We can manage our relics. Up to 5 feral heroes, critical strikes deal an additional 2 fire elemental damage. What are feral heroes? See, this is green. This guy's green. This is a feral hero. Okay? Just like this is a fang hero. You can tell that by the color of the border. This might be interesting because we have a feral hero and we will be able to slot that into our relics. So this is a green card, a feral card. We can put that down here in the green section, or we can put it in one of these 3, which are any faction. So this has a slot for one faction card each. So this faction, the green faction, the bastion faction, the fang faction. Or like I said, these can slot any faction. You know what? I'm going to keep that. And then I'm going to keep this weapon. Deals 27% of damage to neighboring enemies. I like this. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to keep that. I only have one more purchase left. So, a panda. What's below it? Okay, so we have to take this panda or push it back, but then that's still going to give us that card. All right, so we need to take this panda because we're going to need... Oh no, we only took 1. We took 2 weapons. Ooh, bad news bears, y'all. Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. All right. So this panda is part of the bastion. It's worth 3 victory points, so that's 3 squad health. Has 47 health. It takes 3 energy to proc this ability. When a hero dies, its partner gains 23 health and 1 laurel. That's pretty cool. So we're going to keep in them, obviously.
It seems like you did not pick enough beast and weapon cards to forge 2 new heroes. Rookie mistake. I sent over some spare recruits. They won't be great, but at least the herd can keep moving.
All right. So I guess that's good to show you what happens when you don't choose 2 heroes and 2 weapons at the beginning. All right. So like I said, the first 2 battles will open up these sides each. So we have 2 more. We can, we can put our panda in there. We're going to select a weapon. I think I'm going to choose the bow. So this is going to be a ranged hero. So we'll put him in the back row. Now it's going to roll for damage. Ooh, we maxed out with 12. Nice. I'm actually going to move him there. And then this is the weak character that they gave us. The goat. 2 VP, 25 health. 3 energy to proc the gain, 17% chance to stun this turn, and then we're giving him this card. It's not terrible. It's not a terrible card. But ooh, nice, 15. But we could have had more control over getting better cards. All right, so that's our front row. All right, and we have this relic. Yes, we know. We know. All right, so this relic can go here. 1 out of 5. It gives us a +2 on to fire elemental on crit attacks, or we can put it up here. See, any faction go up here, or this one can go down here, but it will still apply only to feral. So we'll put it there. Now, which feral characters get that? It's completely random. This is our only feral character, so it's gonna go on them. Now we have another drill mice. And now we're battling 3 rows. We have 11 versus 7. And we're just going to get going. I'm going to speed this up. So let's fight. We lost that hyena again. I'm not super happy about that. Alright, so we won. Our rank is going up to 3. What the heck is this? Alright, we need to make sure we pick 2 heroes. We have 4 silver, plus 14% spell power, and we get to choose a faction, and it adds 2 defense? Ooh. I may choose that. Alright. I like sickles, because whenever an ally dies, heal for 16%. That's cool, so we're going to keep that one. We have a lion. It's feral, so this feral will apply to it. I like the lions. Attacks with plus 46% of its maximum damage. So if his maximum damage, we rolled on the random, and it was 16, it would deal nearly 8, so it'd be like 7 point something. 52 health and 3. We're going to take him because this next card is interesting. It's a side quest. Side quest cards go down here, and they say if you can get these in this pattern and you get 3 wins, then this stuff will happen. Right. So we're going to keep that. That's the last card we get.
Like you did not pick enough beast and weapon cards to forge 2 new heroes.
I know.
Rookie.
Yeah. You'll give me one. All right. We'll get another goat. And yeah, of course it's going to be backline. I'm not going to use the armor. When you use armor, it goes there. But I'm not going to use the armor for this one. So I am going to be at a disadvantage because I don't have a backline hero to put here. It is a Fang card. $25 health. To stun? Oh! The lowest damage possible. You know what? I might do this. I'm also tempted to see if the spear will go through here and attack the front character. I don't know if it will. But we can add a quest. You can always abandon the quest, but you got to be careful. I'm not sure if it takes away the side quest or not. All right, let's go back. All right, so story mode will be in the full release. We don't have story mode yet. In a regular adventure, you can pick one of the 2 random starting zones. You will not encounter any storybooks. All right, we're going to embark. So this is how this works. This is our map. And we have 2 starting areas. So we have this starting area, Azkar El Karaz, and we can see what animals are here, right? And what happens when you fight in this region that have these local animal kin, if you have any of these animal kin, such as we have the panda, it will level up that animal. So our panda will go from level 1 to level 2. Here we'll get a bonus from our turtles, and we'll get a bonus to our goat cards. You know what? Let's go here. Let's embark. Travel onwards. So this is the region we're going to start in. These are our contracts. So we can choose this one with the gorilla, this one with the panda, so it'll level up our panda cards. This is a blessing, and then these we cannot choose. So what do we get for this? We'll get 5 silver, 3 silver, 4 silver, and then we'll get faction points. This will get us 21 Fang faction points, which means the odds of our Fang cards appearing in our randomized cards that we'll get to purchase will go up. So right now it's a 25% chance. It will increase. So if you're building a Bastion deck, you'll want to go with this. If you're building a Fang deck, you'll want to go with this. We're going to go with this card. We have a panda. So we will sign this contract. And when we get up in rank, we'll be able to choose those benefits down below. $13 versus $15. We're going to see how this goes. Let's push fight. Oh, the foxes. Foxes are kind of nasty. I'll go over why. You see how these characters can attack because their lane is empty. Alright, so we tied, so it's going to give us the victory. Foxes, I like the fox card because it heals your allies in that lane. Ugh. Alright, so let's grab our loot. We got 16 cards found. You can see which cards did the most damage. So our panda did the most damage, then this turtle, and then this lion. Because we chose a panda contract, our panda cards went from level 2 to level 3. All right, let's see. We have 3 silver. So this gives us a chance to destroy energy on hit, so our opponent's bonuses won't go into effect. What is below it? Plus, or it gains 4 health on each hit. Yeah, we're taking that. We're going to take both of these. And we're going to take this rhino. Absorbs a killing blow and reduces its damage by 5. We're going to take that. Alright, so we're going to forge. Now, we have this little extra road down here, so we're going to forge down here. We're going to forge this rhino, and we're giving him this axe. We're not going to give him that armor. Come on. Come on. Yes! Okay. So, where are are you gonna go? You might replace this hyena. I think you're gonna replace this hyena. What we can do is I can drag this and retire it, which just destroys it. It's your garbage can. We have no relics. It's always good to check. So let's get fighting. All right, so these two are the same there. And then this one's different. This gives us feral faction points and 3. I'm going to go for this one. The plus 8 HP. It's a passive blessing. But I want the money. I want the money. Money, 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 money. All right. Sign contract. We went up in rank, so now we get to choose. You can see these down here. We'd get to choose between one of these. Now we get to choose these. So this will level up our spear. This will level up our swords. We don't have any swords. We have spears. You can see the level down here. This will increase our damage and passive ability. We're going to select that. It doesn't make sense for us to select the sword because we don't have swords. Versus the player. All right, so we got 18 versus 16. Ooh, what do you have on you? On casting a spell, deal 5 frost to a random enemy. Ooh. Ooh. All right, we're going to see how this goes. And you can see our quest up here. We're getting 1 energy because we have a hyena in the front. If we had this character in the back, we'd also get their bonus. Yeah, this is a good row. Nice. Soldier rank 4. Lion number 1. Awesome. Let's grab our loot. Goat right off the bat. Not a lot of victory points, so it's not a lot of squad health, but it has 91 health on its own. Ooh. I mean, that would replace this guy here. That's not terrible. I don't like the 1, though. That is a big trade-off. And I don't see any other cards until way back here. You know, let's push and see what this sparkly is. I think I know what it is. It's going to be a faction relic. We have a 24% chance of pulling a god card at the end. Yeah, it's not going to be great. Sorry, Mr. Goat. 14 to 25 on its damage. We're going to keep that. We need to pull some more armor. You know what? We're going to push for this back row. Oh, active bonus if we have him up front, which we do. That's tempting. Yeah, let's take that side quest. We don't have any hollow faction. All right, this is a set item. You get bonuses when you finish the set item. Massive, massive bonus. Take it. I don't care what else you're taking. Take those. All right, these are item cards. These apply right now. If I was to buy this, it would apply right now. So it'd give 2 random heroes 7% spell power. Now, that's interesting, but I want to see what's going on back here. We have another side quest. We have a character. All kinds of stuff. We have another character behind here. A bunny. Allies in this row gain 11% bonus spell power. I've never had a bunny. I like that weapon. You know what? Ooh, we have another Fang. But we don't have a Fang relic. We have a Fang back here. You know what? I'm going to take the money. I wish they would show us what we gave up so we can just feel bad. We're like, ah, no. Let's add this additional quest so we can get that bonus. Now, these wins don't matter unless I have all of this, right? Like the mouse in here and the goat. Bunny. We're going to do ranged. So, yeah, that'll be good for you. Plus 14% spell power. We're going to give that to you. Faction. It is, you know, let's keep it. Come on, 8. Not a 3. Ah, 7, I'll take that. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, we are going to switch you out. You're going to go here. Or do I want to put you behind all the... You know what? I'm going to put you behind our tank. All right, let's go. All right, so we have these red exclamation marks. These are invasions, so they're going to be more difficult. All right. We level up the bowl cards. We don't have any bowls. So we're going to move on. We're actually going to go with the extra Bastion because we've been leveling up the Bastion quite a bit. And that'll get us to rank 3 so that we'll get one of these. Level up reward. We don't have a Panther. Oh. You know, if we take this, well, I believe we'll increase our chance of getting a Panther. So let's go with this. I think I'm going to stream this game this weekend, so keep an eye out for that. I'll set up an announcement so you'll see that it's coming. $18 versus $18. Look at that. Bonus spell damage across the bottom row. Beautiful. You love to see it. All right, let's go. Oh, look at that. We have 4 foxes. That is... Oh. Those foxes just... Their healing power is so good. I want some foxes. Alright, we got a legendary card here. Legendary heroes count as any faction. So we are definitely going to take this guy. 49% chance to gain 2 victory points. Oh, that'd be awesome. We have another quest card, so we'd have to put these cards in that order, which is possible, but we'd have to drop one of these. So it might be nice to take. Oh, we got a special card back here. You know, I'm going to take this. I'm going to drop this feral. Squirrel card. It's a Bastion character. Interesting. 6 energy among allies in this row. 36 to 83 health points. We get another hyena. Oh, look at that. 5 victory points. And it's a feral. So our feral relic would be nice. 61 health. All feral cards gain plus 70. You know, we're going with you. Ooh, that is juicy. We only have one left. That's also nice. We do need more weapons. You know what? I'm going to take this. Oh, we had a meerkat back there. What is... I wish I could go back one page. When you return, it always takes you to the other page. Yeah, I'm going to give you... Only attacks in the front row. Okay, that's good. I'm going to give you that. Oh, I should have given the resistance. I am going to retire that one. I'm going to make this hyena. I'm going to give him the spear. Do I give him the resistance? I'm not going to give this one the... Ah, that might be good, though. Yeah, let's take it. Better give me big damage here. Yes. Oh my god, yes. Okay. Alright. You are getting switched out. We're switching out Mr. Lion there. Alright, let's go. Chameleon. It's a lot of money and Fang. This is the safer one. It's a lot of Bastion. What would that get us? +1 loot. So it's an extra loot card. We don't have those. We do have this. You know what? Let's do this one. Yeah. $30. Oh my. Oh my god. We are in we're in so much trouble. Oh my god. We're in so much trouble. This is going to be a quick fight. We're not going to make this, y'all. Oh, it's kind of stupid. Fuck. What the heck? That's so bullcrap. Oh, look at this. Look at this. That's ridiculous. Oh my god. We got destroyed. Well, now we only got 6. Yeah, contract failed. Thanks. Alright, let's see what loot we got. And then I'll give my final thoughts. Sabers roll stronger and more common. Sure. Ooh, heal efficiency. So unique cards are absolutely unique. You will never see one like this again. Yeah, 3. Cool. Ooh, a Bastion card. We don't. Oh, and it gives them chance to stun on melee. Yeah, we're going to take that. All right, we have one card left. You know what? We might be able to finish that. You know what? No, let's go. We have a 40% chance of getting a god card. Let's see if we pull that god card. Oh, that's a sad item. Nope. Let's go see if we get that god card. Oh, a lynx. I've never seen a lynx. Alright. Doesn't matter. Oh. Legend. Very nice. Draft a hero, and we get to select their faction. Oh my god. What does the Panther do? Deals bonus damage based on current health. Oh, 131 possible, 134 possible. That's so nice. The bull protects all allies from elemental damage. Gives adjacent items. You know what? And what card would we want? Let's go Feral. 103. All right, that's better. All right, so what do I think about this? Let's go with the cons first. The cons are some of the UI. Like, if, let's say I wanted to get rid of this goat. All right, let's get rid of this goat. I click on this. I attach that. Let's say I had a weapon here, but I wanted to go back because I didn't want to use Armadillo because I thought there'd be a better weapon for something else. Instead of being able to go back, I have to return, and it takes me to this screen. I would like a back button. All right. Right now, when you start the game, if you already have a deck chosen when you exit the game, even if you just chose it from the very intro screen, it takes you to this. I don't know if you need a splash screen, like an opening menu screen, but it would be nice. Primarily, you know, this stuff could be on the splash screen, right? You know, like your achievements, the leaderboard, King of the Beast. You know, to become king, you must be a king's deck. So, yeah. You know, this stuff could be on the splash screen. That would be fun. Okay. Instead of just throwing you into the game. The pros, oh man, really, really good game loop. Really addictive game loop. The Autobattler feature, quick. All right, you can just burn through and you can be like, okay, that didn't work. I'm going to try to modify my deck this way, but it's got that RNG. This might go into a con a little bit. I think it's a pro and a con. I like the RNG, the random number generator of the game. I think that adds a very interesting twist so that not every single card is the same. So, like, not all turtle cards are feral and they all have, you know, this much health and they have this much VP attached to them, right? That mixes it up. It, like I said, it's going for that ARPG-Loot, and that's kind of what you get with the randomization. I think that's what they mean by the RPG-Loot. On the loot, I'm not sure that I like the loot card row. There's not enough player agency there. All right, it feels it is too much of a pressure luck. If I had 2 card choices or like 2 rows, that might be better. Or if I just have like 3 choices, and then I can use my points to increase the number of choices I have. But I know they want more than 3 choices because they want you to choose, especially at the beginning, 2 heroes and 2 weapons, right? So it just feels a little punishing, but it's not, it's difficult to put into words right now for me. But it feels like it takes that player agency. Now you can push and you can discard, and it's that push your luck element, which if you're into push your luck games, that's fine. I personally am not. So this is, like I said, this whole thing is a personal, unbiased opinion, even though WheeGaming sent this to me for free. This is just my opinion. I don't like push your luck, so that kind of falls flat. I do like squad-based gaming, card battlers. I do like lane battlers. Now, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I'm looking at the board game Radlands. Radlands is a lane battler. It is a squad building lane battler. I think it only has 3 lanes. If you're into these kind of games, go check out Radlands, the board game or the card game. But I like that game, and this is just the video game version of that, except Radlands doesn't have the RNG that this has. So this automatically appeals to me, right? I could keep playing this game. In fact, I'm going to keep playing this game. I will do probably live streaming of this game. I'm thinking on Saturday, or I may even replace the Sunday stream I have going right now, which is my Lance playthrough of the low-ranking Monster Hunter Wilds. Doesn't really fit this channel, but I love Monster Hunter Wilds, and I haven't played the Lance, so I'm going through it with that. Thought I'd share that adventure with you guys. But I'm definitely going to start playing this. And so I think I may play it Saturday. And my normal streaming time is 2 p.m. Central European Standard Time. So GMT +1. All right, so if you're in Europe, it'll be 1400 instead of saying 2 p.m. like Americans do. Yeah, oh, we have a relic down here. That's right. Bwap. Oh. Bwap. 4 out of 1. Okay. But yeah, I really enjoy this. I haven't put any card battler games, roguelike games on the channel yet, so this is the first one. I have another one lined up. But thank you so much to WheeGaming for sending this out to me. I very much appreciate it. If any other developers have games that they want me to take a look at, or if they just want to draw my attention to a demo, more than happy to do that. I have one of those on the docket coming up, but I really enjoy this. For all its little quirks, like I mentioned, and things that I don't like, such as a push your luck, that's not enough to keep me from playing this. And it's so quick that there's no reason for me to not play this. This is, if it runs on the Steam Deck, I'm going to put this on my Steam Deck. All right, in fact, I might download it to my Steam Deck after this just to check. Okay. Thank you for coming along. I hope this was informative. Everybody, take care of yourselves because you're worth it. Cheers.